What is all this banging? This banging we call America? Is it a million hammers? Some might hope. A million guns exploding in the chest? Our ever-cracking foundations of integrity? Or the nail of education driven through the skull between the eyes? Holy shit, what a bluster. And all we can say is, let's fix it? That's like asking any politician not to lie. Like asking any CEO to care who dies. A giant joke. Yes, I'm in a mood. The mood of watching the streets stream with the blood of the manipulated. We don't need a fix, sisters, brothers. We have our fix. This is a fix. Don't kid yourself. Your cries, I told you this was a down. Your cries fall on no ears at all. They're off laughing in their vichyssoise. They won't relent. They sure as hell won't be stopped by the arms or books of justice. They'll grind and grind until we've no throats left to cry. So, enough with the crying. Show them some cold, hard, finely hammered steel. Bring back the guillotine, I say. Just set it out on the National Mall. Let's see what the sight of that does to their potato soup.
Okay.
I just wanted to suggest the guillotine thing because it pleases me immensely. This one I wrote this morning. I'm in a much better state of mind at this point in the year. It's a little more poetic, I suppose. The frozen world is a chunk of the sky. We sigh as a matter of course. Is this what I wanted to read? Yeah. We sigh. Why we sigh is a matter of course of the ticking grass, the spin. Stride on the continent, and you will see everything. Stand in yourself, and tricks will dance around you. It's fine to feel precious, and terrific, in fact. But precious for precious sake is not enough. The real trick is to kill the tricks of told and rest runly in the absolute world, the spree. Toss the taut shards that barricade the clear, and stride into air with a true-toned heart. Only the sheer move forward with grace and love. You're such a dove.
Thank you. Woo!
I know that was poetry, right? Okay. Daryl can handle it, can't he? Okay, the last thing is a little more clear and straightforward. And I sort of choose it because, well, you know, I was going to say because there's a lot of creative people here today. The thing is, who isn't, really? I mean, we live our lives, and that's creating. But sometimes those who make objects and such can get a little frustrated with the work and getting through their lives and so forth. I was on a little reading tour in November, because I write and read, and like 5 cities up and down the West Coast with a little press from New York. And they had me writing little blog things on their website about the tour. You know, this is all about all the things that we saw. And then they asked me to write one that sort of capped it off or put a bow on it or so forth. And I was like, so this is what I wrote at the end of that reading tour. And I think I think it's sort of a prognostication for the creativity in our lives. So, and it's to anybody, not just writers, obviously. So how do you put a bow on things when there are no bows? You don't. You let the baby run wild. We've had our readings, set our fires, planted our seeds, and now it's time to let the roots take hold, the embers fly, the words make their way into minds and futures and other words. And how will we know what we've done in the end? We won't. Well, in a small way, we will, through new and stronger connections, new submissions, new books, and new words. And here's where we lose track. Words and acts and beings and words. Because we've made a ripple. And who knows what a ripple really does. And I can only speak for myself here because I'm not you. And at least not in the immediate, or all of you, at least not in the immediate sense of this writing. But for my part, I welcome the books and the friends and the spaces and the words that those words spawn as they flutter into trees. And if somewhere in the distance, beyond my sight, beyond all our purview, as ripples are, one of those words of words of words lands in a brain and makes another word that makes the world sane for 1,000 years, or makes one person sane for a long, smiling minute, then every breath has been worth it.